trips again, but we need to watch out for that later on because Shannon Patterson was wide open. I feel like they're going to go to that play again. Now, maybe not right here, and you're down here close to your red zone and everything, so. And, guys, we apologize. If we're live right now and it's not good, we apologize. We've had more hurdles than you can imagine here. So, 1st down and 10, looking to pass. He's got a man open out there, catches it. That's Max Ford, the running back, and he can make moves in the open field, and he does. He's gone for a touchdown. And the Rector Cougars answer on their first drive, and the Rector faithful is up. You hear the cowbells. They're excited.
Well, it looks like he slipped through a couple Corning Bobcat defensive men, and nobody could bring him down.
We talked about that earlier. You get your playmakers in open field and let them go to work. Your quarterback loves that. We talk about passing yards a lot, but, it helps when you've got players like that can catch it and do something with it afterwards. So.
Absolutely. Someone like Max Ford, whenever he turns his shoulder pads north and south, you know that you got to get all on him to get him.
Because your up back end up getting the ball. They seen him grab it, and they went, and that was a great job there. Great field position here for the Corning Bobcats.
Bo Young and Dylan Lane deep to receive the kick, and like you said, our midfield back ended up getting the ball.
Taking over the 46, Clay Smith on a keeper up the middle. Good blocking up there by the offensive line. Cooper Hawkins there. I seen him push a guy out, and there was another gentleman right there beside him. That looks like Dakota Wilkins. We're going to call those guys the Corning Crushers on that front line. They're so big. Great job paving the road there for Clay Smith. Again, we're at a different angle here. We're on the Rector side. We couldn't get in the press box, so we're kind of at a lower angle. It's really hard to see where the ball's placed for us as the announcers. I believe it's somewhere in that 43-yard line right now. 2nd and probably a long 5 for the Bobcats as a rather shotgun formation. Clay Smith's looking to throw and a hooker out. Hunter Green bobbles, and he almost brings it in, and he just couldn't do it. He got a little excited, and I think he turned his head just a little too soon. Good zip on the pass and good route. 6-7-yard gain there by Jake Gutierrez, and the Bobcats are still rolling methodically down the field here. And that could be this new 40-second play clock. That may be your last play of the first quarter. We'll talk about the 40-second play clock here in just a second, too. It'll depend on what the Bobcats want to do. They do go out of a no-huddle. The play clock just now started. I'm not sure what that was all about there. It probably should have started a little earlier, but that's fine. 8-8 game here as the first quarter's winding down. 2nd down, and we're going to call it 5 for the Bobcats. Riley Grubb on that side. Watch out for that kid right there. As Clay Smith's looking to pass. He's going deep for it. Back of the end zone. Clayton Crosby just a little bit past him. And I'm going to tell you what, Clay Smith took a hit in the backfield. Let's check on Clay Smith. If one of our cameras can get him, see if he's looking okay, see if he's doing okay. It's really hard from our angle here. We got a telephone pole of all things that's kind of in our way. It's a little odd. The light poles, I said telephone pole, it's actually a light pole, is actually on the other side of the bleacher section here.
Yeah, it didn't look like the Rector Cougars really bid on that play. And
action here, and this is huge right here. This is a 4th down, and Jared, I don't really know what you do. You got 4th and 4 here?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 4, maybe 4.5 yards. Looks like the Rector defense has been stiffening up and not allowing big plays. Let's see what they have drawn up here.
They got one safety back. He's about on the 3 or 4 yard line. There's a snap, handoff to Riley Grubb, and they sniff it out. And he's going to be short. Give the Rector Cougars a stop, and a huge stop. Turnover on downs there. Corning Bobcats. Listen, that was a promising drive, and give Rector credit. They buckled up. I don't know what Coach Hendricks said there at the end of the first quarter, but whatever it was, they listened, and it worked. And they're going to take over, and I can't really tell. Again, we're so far down here on this sideline. I want to say they're going to take over right around the they're about their own 14-yard line, so they got a long field to go. That's the good news.
Yep.
And, again, last time they were very, very methodical, though, in the way they went down the field. So, again, look out for Shane Patterson, Max Ford, the usual characters here. And let's watch for that out and up route again as Dave Hendricks makes the call.
Well, let's see if these Bobcats can swarm to the ball and stiffen up here on defense and them themselves.
Question. Who's going to recover this? It's going to be the Corning Bobcats. Big-time play by number 2 in white, Jake Gutierrez from the outside. He didn't see him because he's a right-hand quarterback. Man, oh, man, that was huge.
That is the kind of plays that we need right there to give us the short field. Now we have to capitalize. We have to make sure that we execute on this offensive possession.
Absolutely, I agree. You got to make them pay. You got to make them pay when they do something like that. You just got a huge play. And I wonder if that was something they talked about, blitzing from the opposite side there in that timeout. because we haven't seen it from the opposite side. At least I haven't yet. Clay Smith in the shotgun. He's got 2 to his near side and 1 to his far side. He's going to be a keeper. Little quarterback read. Great job. Second effort there by Clay Smith. He's going to gain about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up about a 2nd down and 7 with 10:53 to go here in the second quarter. And every time that play is whistled dead, the play clock operator is supposed to click it, even without a signal from the referee. He clicks it to 40 seconds. Now, last year we had a 25-second play clock. It went off a signal for the referee, spotted the ball. A little different this year. So we'll see how that affects things at the end of the half. Somehow he gained a yard or 2 out of that, and I have no idea.
Yep, yeah, it was just that senior trying to, get his legs underneath him and push forward to make something out of nothing.
I tell you what, when you got a snap, when you got a ball that's on the ground and you're right there, you panic, And a lot of times the coach just wants you to jump on it, but Clay Smith did a good job there. He corralled it, composed himself, looked forward, and got north and south as quick as he could. Actually got a few yards out of it. So now it's about a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. As Trevor Poe makes the call. Clay Smith is going to hand off up the middle. Jake Gutierrez, he's got a hole. He's still going on. He fumbles. He fumbled the ball down at about the 3-yard line, and Rector's saying they've got it. We'll see if the referee agrees. He's looking for another opinion. He's going to spot it as if the Corning Bobcats recovered.
Yep, I think they're signaling that he was down before he coughed the ball up. So
I tell you what.
A few calls are going our way now.
They are, and Coach Treadway is out there halfway. I think he's yelling at Gutierrez, get 2 hands on that football. Now there's a huddle. The referees are huddling up now. And this is very similar to something we've seen last year at the end of the game. We'll see which way it goes this time. And it looks like the Bobcats are going to – well, they could have easily been a 7-win team. And listen, this Rector team, a lot of people may not know this, it's one of the smallest enrollment schools in Arkansas for football, year in and year out. For him to do what he's done, he's got these kids believing again. Look at the fans. Look at this. This is unbelievable. These Rector Cougars came out in full support for their team tonight. He's got them believing again. He's got the excitement back in the air. And listen, 5-win team last year, playoff, first playoff since 2001. Hey, they're looking for more this year, and they got the playmakers to do it.
Yep. These boys look like they're hungry for it too.
Rocky Flores with the kickoff. Squib kick up the middle. It's going to pass all the upbacks. That could be dangerous. He better get on it, and he does. Wow. Connor McCluskey, the sophomore, he's got to be nervous out there for Rector, but he just saved them there now. Good job getting on the ball there.
Corning needs to be careful with some of that late contact there. They don't want to be flagged. So we've already have 3 penalties now, and the penalty yards are adding up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. And I apologize, Ben Owens on the I guess the onside kick return, I guess you could call it in a sense. But good job either way, because man, whatever it may be on the passes, I say get that ball in his hands in open field, let him do his thing. There's only one safety. He's in the middle of the field about 15 yards back. The snap's going over his head, and Clay Smith just jumps on the ball, drops on it. That's the right thing to do, and it's irrelevant now.
Yep.
That's tough. Listen, it's hot. It's sweaty. That ball is in and out of the grass. They're not out there wiping it off, I don't see either, especially on this hot, humid night. And you're in a shotgun, play in, play out. And I'm not making excuses by any means because, you still got to make that play. But
a little bit of a high snap there, but, he probably took his eyes off of the ball a little bit soon, trying to see if his wide receivers getting any separation.
Absolutely, absolutely. So back to punt, I should say, for the Corning Bobcats. It looks like Gary Comstock there. You heard his name a lot last year. High arcing punt, end over end. It's going to take a good Corning bounce, and it's going to get all the way up close to the 33, 34-yard line on the other side. Good punt there by Gary Comstock. Great bounce and good coverage downfield there by the Corning Bobcats, especially Colin Wilson. I think he outran the ball.
Yeah.
And that's a big old boy, too, now. Colin Wilson. So, again, 6:33 to go. As Max Ford is going to look for an option here. He's going to pitch it out there to the outside to John Ford Hendricks. And if that name sounds familiar, good job of the Bobcat defense. Gary Comstock out there. It looks like also Dylan Lane out there. Well, several. You can almost name half the defense there. But that name, John Ford Hendricks, that kid was a ball player last year in junior high. That's a coach's son. And I promise I'd give him a shout out. Good kid. He came up here on Labor Day and helped us out and set up and stuff. So did Coach Hendricks. Good kid. Proud to see him out there playing. There was a penalty on there as well on the Bobcats, and it looks like it's going to drop them back, and that's going to give the Rector Cougars a first down. It's going to be a personal foul of some sort there. It's going to be 15 yards. Maybe a late hit, maybe a face mask. We didn't catch it from over here. And we've lost a couple of cameras here. We apologize. We're trying to get them back. We're working hard on it. I apologize. So here comes the Rector Cougars again. First down and 10. Ball on the opponent's 44-yard line. Let's see what the Bobcats are made of here. Again, same formation. Shotgun look. Running back to his side. Running back's going to block time. He's got an out route. That's Max Ford again. He breaks one tackle. He breaks two tackles. He breaks three. He's finally brought down. Back over his blocker there, and he's going to be brought down. That looks like several Bobcats there. Dakota Wilkins was in there, it looks like. Richard Stokes as well. Riley Grubbs on the end of that. Gary Comstock. Several Bobcats there to bring him down. And also Jared Seelig. And now listen, that's a name we haven't called yet. That's a name we haven't called a whole lot yet. Jared Seelig, he's a stud on that defensive line now. Watch for that number 64 down here on the left end. Absolute stud for the Corning Bobcats. And they got a few of them, guys. This is a talented football team now. They got some talent now. And they've got new hope, new life, new coach. It's a new season. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Play clock's not an option here. It's only at 24 seconds. New set of downs for the Rector Cougars. He bobbles the snap. Busey does. The Bobcats are back, and there's Jared Seelig. We just talked about him right on cue. Comes in there. Also, they had, it looks like maybe Dylan Richmond as well. And I can't see who the other number is. Jake Gutierrez. Several of them back there. Man, it was like a feeding frenzy when they seen that ball hit the ground.
Absolutely. It looks like Jake Gutierrez kind of came up a little gimpy there on his left leg.
Yeah, let's keep an eye
on that last play there.
Absolutely. Let's keep an eye on number 2 in white there. He's a very important player on both sides. And if you notice, it looks like he did. They're going to give it to him for sure either way. Good catch, good throw. And I believe it's going to be fourth and probably a long 5, maybe 6 yards with 2:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. Busey, that's the thing about Busey, he's mobile. And obviously, here's the thing. You're probably not going to send him out bootleg to the left. You don't want a right-handed quarterback in high school trying to throw across his body, obviously. So if you're the Bobcats, you almost know if he's going to bootleg, he's going to bootleg right. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did there, especially when you got Max Ford on that side over there, as he does most of the night. And he does again here, Max Ford in the slot. And then Patterson on the far outside. And we've got another timeout. This one is again by Rector. And by my count, they don't have any left.
Yeah, players like Jared Seelig have been in the backfield a little bit, so it looks like they kind of moved the pocket out to his right. He rolled out there, made a good pass to Max Ford, and that got them to this situation where they're just about 6 yards away from the first down. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yep. I tell you what, both of these teams are in tough conferences. Corning in the 3-3A, you've got 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams ranked in the top 20 of 3A. That's tough, man. There's not another conference in 3A that have that many ranked in the top 20. That's going to be miles over a Rector Cougar defender, and that's Busey, and it looks like he may have the first down. And we've got a Bobcat down over here on the near side. We've got a Bobcat down, lineman Dakota Wilkins, and they need to check on him because he looks like he's in some pain. I did not see what happened there. Jared, was you able to catch it? Anybody, Cameron, anybody see what happened there?
I didn't see anything, but it looks like he's grabbing his groin, so it's most likely muscular in nature. Let's hope that there's nothing seriously wrong, maybe just getting a cramp in this hot, humid northeast Arkansas air.
Absolutely. That's very possible. Obviously, hopefully Dakota Wilkins is okay there. You never want to see that. That's the thing. You want to pray for safety for everybody, both sides, the players, volunteers, refs, the fans getting here, getting home. And it's hot tonight. Listen, guys, you got to stay hydrated if you're a fan, if you're out there, no matter who you are. And I can't see. We've got a massive light pole right in our way. I just can't quite see what's going on here, what they're doing there with Corning Bobcat offensive lineman and defensive lineman Dakota Wilkins. And that's listen, if you lose a guy like that, that's a big blow. You've got Coach Treadway out there. You've got all the coaches out there, actually, and even Coach Hendricks. You'd love to see that. It's great sportsmanship right there by the visiting. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Corning 16-8. End around there to Jake Gutierrez, and he is, mauled down by the Rector Cougars defensive lineman Gage Parrish. That's a senior there.
It looks like he was calling for a face mask there as he got wrapped up. He was kind of looking at the referee like, he might have missed something there.
Come on, man. My head went one way. Yeah, exactly. So didn't get the call there, but here's the thing about this now with the play clock situation. They can run the clock out if Rector doesn't have a timeout, but they do have a timeout, and they're going to call it right here with a 3rd and 11, 23 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So we'll see what Rector decides to do here Here's the thing is they cannot stop, obviously, the Bobcats here because you get a 4th down too. But maybe you hope you blitz everybody, maybe a turnover, maybe something like that. Anything can happen, obviously, so.
Yeah, you got to think that Treadway is probably going to go conservative here, just hand the ball off to somebody, keep 2 hands on the ball, and, if you make a play, then you do. Great.
I absolutely could not agree more. Again, guys, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. Man, you guys are fantastic because here's the deal. You took a chance on us, and that's the truth. We didn't have our equipment yet. We had nothing to show you, nothing to prove to you. You literally took a chance on punted out of bounds, and you're out of here. Or you can have the punter just run around for 4 or 5 seconds, and you're out of here at halftime with a lead on the road. And I tell you what, I know there's been some mistakes. I get that. There's been some mistakes, and on both sides, obviously. But if you're Corning, with everything that's going on, you're coming in here against a really good Rector program, and here you are, you're up 16-8 going into the halftime. You've got to be happy with that.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit thrilled that, we have a touchdown lead here. We've been a little bit fortunate with the turnover situation. Rector hasn't necessarily protected the ball, and so it's kind of – we've played – advantageous on those opportunities.
I like the big words there from the Corning High graduate. Very nice. That's class of 06 right there at its finest.
I will give Miss Woolard all that credit.
She deserves every bit of it for putting up with us for as long as she did. I can guarantee you that. We've got a few stories. We won't say them on air, obviously, but yeah, she had a rough time with our class. So 8 seconds to go here before half. 3rd and 20. The Bobcats are backed up quite a ways back here. It looks like about the – gosh, it's so hard to see here. I apologize. The 30-yard line, 32-yard line, somewhere around there. We'll see if they take a shot deep here. They're going to actually add – Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community health care. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable health care for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Call Bellamy. He's got tickets for baseball, football, and basketball. Premium Razorback tickets out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Go Hogs.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to CarQuest.